So when I saw the note, I thought, how do I sort of sum up Berneice? And then this thing happened. She comes home and with a box of 3,000 or 4,000 letters that are thank you letters for donors to the United Way. And I would have had my name printed on every one of them. She insisted on signing every single one personally, one letter after the other. I looked at her, I said, "What are you doing?" And she said, if they cared enough to give, then I ought to care enough to say thank you personally. And her hand would cramp after, a few hundred, and she'd stop and go back. And so she spent her Saturday was just going one letter at a time. And it meant something to her. And I realized it's sort of a core value thing for her. Berneice was raised on a farm in Tennessee. And, there's core values when you do that, of trust and compassion and caring and all those kind of things. But I think the thing that probably means the most when that's part of who you are, growing up in that kind of environment, is when something bad happens, the first thing you do is check on your neighbor. I mean, that's how they work. So it just wasn't a great leap that Berneice would end up leading the United Way. I mean, to me, that was sort of the perfect execution of these core values, was a place where she could do that. And I remember months ago, she woke up one day and we were just sitting there having coffee and she was in a really good mood. And she said, I'm incredibly lucky that I get to wake up every day and help people. She's just a really interested woman with a lot of layers, and they're all pretty interesting layers. And it's just, I feel pretty lucky to be around her. We just had our 35th anniversary. And when you have your 35th anniversary, you do some reflecting. And I realize I'm still getting to know Berneice. She's complicated. She's compassionate. She's interesting. She's funny. It's an adventure. I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, there's two ways to live your life: merry-go-rounds or roller coasters. And life with Berneice is definitely a roller coaster. It's a ride. And I mean, I'm incredibly lucky to be on the ride. And anybody who knows us wonders how I did it. But it's the dynamic of Berneice that's just really a cool thing. There's nothing stagnant about her. And when she's your friend, she's your friend. I mean, it's like a very real personal thing to her. But professionally, she's a pretty high-powered lobbyist. A lot of people don't know that. I mean, she represented big clients, pharma and personal watercraft, and she was really good at it. But it definitely it wasn't soul food for her. And when she ended up serving as chair of the United Way, you could just see this kind of bulb go on, like, okay, I found it. Like, that was it. And so I think she would say that her greatest professional accomplishment was creating a dynamic in that organization and pivoting it to the environment that we were in and having it still be remarkably successful. It was a very cool thing to watch. But that was sort of beautifully her.